Yo, whenever they put samurai with some hip hop shit, it comes out fucking dope. Samurai Jack, Samurai Shampoo shit. You might even get Samurai Woolly if you catch me on a good goddamn day. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews Hip Hop Data. We got an album review today. We're talking about the brand new album that just fucking dropped from a Brownsville, Brooklyn MC who should be getting a lot more fucking attention that he doesn't get. I don't know why the fuck now. He been around for a hot fucking minute, but this nigga's back. He dropped his new shit. He got some samurai shit going on, so you know we gonna holler at the shit. Talking about the new album from Ka entitled Honor Killed the Samurai. Well, why are we killing samurais? They fucking dope. Like, every samurai is cool. Why would you kill them? I mean, unless their honor, they were this. I don't fucking know shit but samurais in Japan. We listen to hip-hop, goddammit. For those who aren't familiar, Ka is a Brooklyn MC who has been around since the early 90s. He used to be a member of the group Natural Elements that has been long forgotten, but they're pretty dope. I mean, if you go back, I didn't know too much about them, but I went back and listened to their shit. They had some pretty dope shit. But he actually just went away for a little bit. He came back, did some stuff here and there. He was on GZA's Pro Tools album. That was the first time I ever heard of him, was on the Pro Tools album from GZA. But he also did some shit with Rock Marciano. And he's just been, you know, doing his own thing with his own way, out of his own little fucking hub of his own label and whatnot. So now he's back with his new album. It's been getting a lot of attention. A lot of people talking about this shit. So now let's see if Ka drops some fire through the samurai with honor of the fuck. I don't know why I did that. Fuck it, let's just talk about the shit. Now when it comes to this album, Ka handles every goddamn thing. He does the rapping, the producing, he fucking put the shit out himself on his own label. Everything is Ka. No features, no nothing, just straight up Ka all day, every goddamn day. And when you listen to the production on this album, it's actually very interesting. When I first heard it, I was kind of thrown off by the shit. I was like, this is kind of like, it's I don't know how to take it. But at first I was like, this is kind of weird because actually the production on here is very low key, dark, grim, menacing, and there's barely any fucking drums or little to no drums on any of these tracks. It's like, it's got bass line, it's got some little instruments, here's some little sound effects, but it's not like the traditional hip hop beats. It's sort of like a score of a samurai movie is kind of playing out, and it's just like he's rapping over these just like non-drum made beats. It's kind of weird. And at first when I listened to the album, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but actually once I got it and I understood the theme and the tone of this album, it was actually pretty fucking brilliant. On top of that, he actually incorporates a lot of like excerpts from like, I guess, how to become a samurai or the ways of a samurai. He got it from somewhere, but it's this lady talking about just how samurais are and their code and their creed and how they conduct themselves. But he also incorporates those excerpts and themes into himself as well as his style and music. So it's a really cool little concept album, but it's not really like a traditional like concept album. It's kind of weird, but I think it's really dope how he just took these instrumentals and these sounds and then just sort of kind of kept this like theme and tone. It sounds like a dark Japanese sort of like movie score that he rapped over, and it's just really, really cool. So just on the production itself, I really enjoyed this album sound. Like, I can listen to the background music of this as just a general, like, if I want to listen to some real cool Japanese influenced hip hop New York style fucking beats. It's really cool. Ka did a good job on that shit. And when it comes to Ka lyrically, he's really, really dope because he has this real like low key, just like hush hush monotone but grimacing voice. And like when he raps, it's sort of like he's talking but he's not. He doesn't really have a rhythm. It's sort of like he's just telling you these real hood street stories, but he's just incorporated himself. He talks a lot about him growing up in Brooklyn, him being not the nicest person and not doing the best of things. But on top of that, he also talks about how he's sort of like thankful that he came into this hip hop and his career sort of came on the uprise because now he doesn't have to do all these negative things that he used to do growing up and being in the streets of Brooklyn. And he just really just has a lot of clever lines and wordplay on here that I really appreciate and really like. And it just really just brings around this whole theme of just him as an MC. And like I said, there's no features on this album, so it's pretty much him the entire time, but he carries this album in such a very unique and dope way that you kind of get lost in Ka's sort of like style and persona just by listening to all these tracks. He just hit so many different points and layers that at least one of them will hit you personally, and you can just tell he's just talking straight from the personal perspective of himself and just how he's become. Dude's like 44 years old, so he's seen a lot, he's done a lot. Like, he's lived in them streets, but now he's like a firefighter. I think he's like the captain of a fire department or some shit. So not only is he a dope rapper, but he also be putting fires out. He makes fire and puts out fires. How fucking dope is that shit? Now, you know I gotta give him a top 5 tracks, and this was a little difficult because there's only 10 songs on this album. This album only clocks in at about a little bit over 30 minutes. It's a really quick, short album, but it hits you in that amount of time, and it's hard to pick out tracks because this entire project is just so fluid and just so seamless. It's just, goddamn it, it's like hard to do that shit. But I was able to do it, so I got 5 right here, y'all. Hold the fuck up. I'm ready. Shit, fuck you. All right, we got Conflicted, That Cold and Lonely, Morn at Night, Money, and Hours. So let's go back to the top. Okay, so Conflicted is the opening track of the actual project, and this is just sets that tone of that really dark, menacing just vibe of this album. That's really just like low-key mellow. And the thing about this track that I really like is that Kai's really just talking about how in life he's conflicted because from his mom he's been told, you know, you gotta be a good dude, Kai. You can't be in these streets fucking around. You gotta get yourself a good job. You know, make sure you living life right. You ain't getting into no bullshit because I ain't trying to bail your ass out of jail. But then on the other side of dad's like, nah, nigga, you in these streets, nigga, you better grab a goddamn burner because niggas out here is either getting bodied or catching bodies. Which one are you gonna be? And you ain't about to get bodied because I ain't got money for a funeral, nigga, so you better stay strapped, nigga. And he really just talks about how he's been conflicted all his entire life, pretty much just bouncing back and forth from both sides of being just what his father said he should be and what his mother said he should be, and him trying to just figure out what's best for him as a person and an individual. So it's a really dope song. It's really personal. It really just sets the tone for the actual album, and you just really get to see where Kai's coming from and just where this album is really going to start off and coming from as well. So it's a dope track, dope opening track. I really liked it, and it's something you should definitely check out. The next song is That Cold and Lonely, and this is probably my favorite song of the entire album. I love the beat on here. It's got a real just chilling piano chord up in here. The beat sounds cold and lonely. Like, you listen to this shit, you sound like you be alone in like -10-degree weather with nothing to do. You in like Japan in a mountain just like ready to slice a nigga face if you see him on sight. It's like that type of shit. And it's got some like fucking Christmas bells in there. It's got a nice, it's got a whole bunch of just different sounds in here. And there's no fucking drums. No drums, and there's a real low-key bass line in here. It's really dope, but it's real low-key. And Kai himself is just here talking more about that street shit, how just cold and lonely things get in these streets and just the life that he lives. And it's just a dope, dark track that you really just gotta appreciate when you listen to it. It's that track that you just really can just vibe with. And I really just like this track. I think it's just the sound and the appeal of this song that really makes me like it so much. And it's just a dope track all around. Kai kills it, beats on point. Everything is just, it's just perfect. This is just that standout track of the album to me. So definitely check that shit out. The next track is Morn at Night, and it comes straight after That Cold and Lonely, and it just keeps that same momentum of that dark, just like really just like menacing tone of this entire album. And in this song, Kai's pretty much just talking about street life, just doing the things in the streets that can get you end up popped in the streets, killed, and then motherfuckers are mourning at night over your life. And that's pretty much what it is. He's just talking about scenarios and situations that pretty much can lead to that shit happening to you. And it's just him pretty much, I think, reiterating stories or things that he's probably been involved with or seen. And it's just him just being more real and just talking about this lifestyle that he's grown up and he's seen, and it just really it's just this real just dark tone to it, and it just keeps that same momentum. And I really like it because it just doesn't let up with this album. Kai sticks to this theme and this tone so well, and it just does not let up as these songs progress and go along. That's another dope song. Definitely check that shit out. The next song is Money, and this is probably my second favorite song of the entire album. I just like the whole theme of it. Like I said, another dope, just grimacing dark beat. It keeps that same tone. No drums up on this shit. It's just like the same vibe, but it just speaks to you the same way and just keeps that momentum. But it's the theme of this song that really, really gets me. It's just Kai talking about the fact that he needs fucking money. This nigga's broke like me, but think about it is he doesn't want to get money for materialistic reasons. He really wants to get money to do something really more meaningful. He wants to help people who's in need. He wants to put it back into the community and build it up. He wants to build wealth and be able to pass it down to generations. Do shit that really makes money worthwhile and not just spend it on materialistic, trivial things like a lot of other rappers talk about. He's like, that's not what I'm here for as an MC. I would love to be able to have that money but not do that with it. I would like to put it towards something else more dope and more meaningful that'll help it grow and just build wealth, which is a really dope thing that I don't think a lot of rappers do. And the fact that he just was really just upfront and just came out and said, yo, I need money too, nigga. I'm broke, but nigga, I want to make sure that when I get that money, I don't just spend it and end up broke again. I want to take that money and really put it into something and make my money mean something and have some worth, and also just build it so I can be rich forever, nigga. We all want to be that way, so we should be. And he's saying we all should want to try to strive for that level of success and that level of financial responsibility. And I think it's fucking dope. I'm with you on that, Kai. I would do the same shit too. I mean, I ain't that greedy, but nigga need to splurge on myself. You know, it's been a while. I've been broke forever, like for real. Like I've been getting by too goddamn long. I get into some money, nigga, I'm going crazy with at least a good 50, 100K. And then like the rest, yeah, we can do that shit. And the last track in my top 5 is Hours, and this is a dope other concept track because he's pretty much saying that like in this life we have seconds and minutes, but those seconds and minutes actually are hours, like O-U-R-S, but that's why an hour is called H-O. You know what I'm saying? So seconds and minutes are hours, and the hours mean that there are hours, and we're supposed to take that time to do what it is that we feel like we should be doing with that time in life, because we live off seconds and minutes, and the hours that we spend are hours to determine what to do with them. So you could be doing some grimy shit, you could be doing some good shit, you cannot be doing any goddamn thing and wasting your hours. It doesn't matter because those hours are hours. Some dope shit right there. But it's a dope fucking track. It still keeps that dark, moody tone, and Kai is just coming at it with another dope concept. And that's the thing about all these songs. They all have some really deep, dope concept behind them. And I think overall that this entire album is a great fucking album. At first when I listened to it, because it was so off-kiltered, it threw me off. But after like 2 or 3 listens and it clicked, this fucking album is fucking brilliant, yo. And I'm like, seriously, this is like one of my favorite albums I've heard this year. And it's a sleeper album. Not a lot of people know about this album. I mean, it's got a little cult following going on, but like it's gonna be, I don't want this to be an album that people just like gloss over. This is definitely an album you need to check out because Kai silently dropped one of the dopest albums of the year on a lot of bases. Just unique with the sounds, the concept, the way he's rapping, everything on here is just so unique but dope, and I think it's something that everybody should fucking check out. If you have never heard of Kai, get this album. You will not be fucking disappointed. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that Kai Honor Killed the Samurai is a very dope, very unique, well put together album that really has no fucking flaw to me at all because it's just goddamn dope. All I'm saying is that the beats on here are so fucking unique and just so cool because it's not your traditional hip hop beats, and it really does give you that samurai Japanese vibe. But it does have that hip hop-esque tone that just really sounds so dope, and Kai rocks over so well. And when it comes to Kai, lyrically he's on point. He's got a very unique and dope flow. His voice is just it's just very unique itself. And I just think I like the concepts, the realness, the rawness that he's bringing. And it's a very short album. It's very quick to the punch. You listen to it front to back and you get the whole concept. He does everything. He does the beats, the rhymes, the put together, put it out. He does everything, and just all in his mind he created this project, and it came out so goddamn well. And I got nothing bad to say about this album. I love this shit. I've been playing it non-stop, and I'm gonna keep playing it for a good while because I just love this fucking project. It's so goddamn dope. So all I gotta say is that for me, Kai Honor Killed the Samurai is 100% Granddad approved. Definitely go check it out. Cop this album. It is worth the fucking money. Support Kai. He over there probably firefighting and shit right now, putting out a fire. So let him know that you copped his fire while he's stopping a fire, and make him feel good about his goddamn day, because he dropped a crazy album. It's a dope fucking project. Something that I didn't expect. I wasn't even expecting to listen to this, y'all. Y'all actually came out and said, yo, you heard about that new Kai album? I was like, I'll check it out, and I'm glad y'all let me check it out, or had me check it out, because I'm so happy that this album dropped, and it's as good as it is, because, yo, I needed something like this. Something real different, something real cool. So there you go right there. Check that shit out. But I got nothing more to say. Kai Honor Killed the Samurai is Granddad approved. So go check out the shit right fucking now. Flip it. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Tell me what you think of Kai Honor Killed the Samurai. If you've heard it, if you haven't heard it, like I said, it is a very dope album. So many dope bars on here. Beats on here are very unique, but very cool as well. And I just think it's just an album that more people need to listen to because it's just so unique. The presentation is dope, and it's just something that you like. If you are a hip hop fan, like especially an old school hip hop fan, you are gonna appreciate this album on so many levels. And I got nothing more good to say. Just listen to the shit. Just listen to the fucking shit right fucking now. Previous videos on the sides was my latest single. Check those out, show them some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram. Links in the description below. And subscribe. Button on the screen, button below. Woolly Reviews twice a week, as well as CDK studies. Check that shit out. And the gaming channel. And if you are into anything and you want your shit spotlighted, hit that shit up below. And I got nothing more to say. So until next time I take my leave, Granddaughter, Kai Honor Killed the Samurai. It's a dope fucking album. Kai came through and look, Samurai Woolly might happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna even do that, y'all. But yo, that would be fucking dope though, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe not. No, not. I'm not gonna do that. I got other shit planned. I'm out of here.